And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. And the run will score all the way from first. It's now a 3-2 contest. And he is out at third. So credit him with a double and an RBI here.
Well, once his ball got out there, you figured it was a sure double, but he decided to risk it and try.
Pedro Florimon is set to get us started for the late innings of this one. Bunt attempt, and it looks like a good one. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out.
The center fielder, Carmen.
Aldo Ortiz digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
First baseman, Aldo Ortiz.
First pitch on its way. Line drive to center field. And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. And some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start in that bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is...
Steven Moya steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now a move over to first, and he'll get back in safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
And after that pitch was called a ball on the pitch before, I mean, I think this actually qualifies as strike 4. You know, on the mound, he's probably thinking, hey, can I apply the credit to the next guy?
Tyler Collins will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not in time. He's in there at second.
And let's train our eyes on this stolen base from our high first base camera. You'll see him get a pretty good jump, and he wasn't looking back at all right there, so he gets into scoring position now with 1 out.
On the ground to the right side. Figueroa ranges to his right. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Alberto Fernandez strides forward now with a very important insurance run standing over at third.
Yeah, this one's been a well-played, close game, so that's a big run down there.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Line softly out toward left center, and despite being down 0-2, he delivers anyway with a big base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. Now a 6-3 game.
Well, I don't think they're in the clear just yet, but things are starting to look a little bit better after that at-bat. That makes this a 3-run lead now, 6-3, and now the hope is that...
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
The final line.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. The show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. Tonight we wrap up this brief two-game series between the Indianapolis Indians and the Toledo Mud Hens. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Aldo Ortiz gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are two away here in the opening frame. Into the windup and the pitch. Takes this the other way to right, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is really amazing, and everybody's looking at this now. It gets harder and harder to do when people are paying attention.
Steven Moya will stand in, and as you can see, his home and road splits there. He's been a much better hitter away from home. A pause, and the 0-2. Throws him for strike three, and that retires the side. And inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Pedro Cordero is into the box, reached base via the walk in his first appearance. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Romine out on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We've got more on this Sunday night after this. So stepping in, number 66, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Carrara makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And a relay home, and he is in there.
And for a third base coach, that plays right on the border of, should I send him or should I not send him? But he makes the right decision here, and that run's going to score on the sacrifice fly.
Aldo Ortiz will dig in. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play.
Ortiz.
Right there for strike one.
Oh, and that's a good fastball right there. He might have been thinking about protecting against that sinker.
And that's through for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third, make it 5-1. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Steven Moya will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. High in the air out to center field. Carrara moves over. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will come across to score on the sacrifice fly as this is now a 6-1 ball game.
That's a nice job there to get this ball airborne. He's able to get that ball out there deep enough to pick up their third run of the inning.
Alberto Fernandez steps in after hitting an RBI single his last time around. Ready on 1-2. Soft liner toward first. And no problem over there at first as he flags this one down to end the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We played 4 full. The Mudheads are on top, 6-1. Aldo Ortiz will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time.
Aldo Ortiz.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 6 full. The Mudhens lead it 6-2. Stepping in, Ed Easley. He singled his last time up. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Bounce to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Mudheads are on top, 6-3. Cole Figueroa steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So it's 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Mudhens lead it 7-4. Striding into the box, Aldo Ortiz. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Yeah, he's got great numbers right here. Hitting over 350 against righties where he just rakes.
First offering on its way. Slapped hard the opposite way, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the 2nd out.
You know, this is an easy ball to misjudge, especially off a left-hander's bat because of the spin. But he stays right with this play, and he makes it look pretty routine.
And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
The final line score.
So that just about does it for EK. MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Tonight it's the first of 3 to start the new week between the Toledo Mud Hens and the Indianapolis Indians. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Yeah, you know, they could really use some more production from that guy hitting 8. Coming off a terrible month at the plate in which he hit less than 200. Hopefully turning the page on the calendar will help snap him out of this slump.
Gary Hickey, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, if you take a look at that whip, you can see he's been struggling all year long. A lot of base runners.
Aldo Ortiz will stand in for the first time here. 30 home runs for him on the season so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Yeah. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. EK, you take a look at our homestanding 9 as they enter play here this evening. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. And the screen shows the story right there as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
Boy, I'll tell you what, this is really amazing, and everybody's looking at this now. It gets harder and harder to do.
Steven Moya will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He's been on an absolute tear lately, hitting over 500 in his last 10 ball games as a baseman.
Tyler Collins will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Oh, it's hit to third. 5. He's got it. The second for 1. On to Morse at first. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Ryan Simmons will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s.
Well, he's been hitting really well over his last 10 games or so, and he's someone to watch out for in this one.
Sent on the ground out to second. Second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Digging in to try it again, Aldo Ortiz. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. And this pitch is hit rather sharply toward the third base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Slapped hard the opposite way. And he goes to a knee to try to knock it down, but it's by him down the line. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game.
And nothing gains momentum more than a 2-strike, 2-out RBI. He just stays with his ball nicely. That'll fire up the whole dugout.
Stepping in, Steven Moya. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
Now a move over to first, and the runner back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
A runner on first with 2 away. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Mudheads are on top, 2-0. Aldo Ortiz stands in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Yeah, you know, and this could get ugly in a hurry. Or pretty, I guess, depending on which dugout you're sitting in.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Right there for strike 1.
And this is a spot where you got a chance to put away a team early. So this becomes a very important at-bat for both teams.
This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 6-0 ball game.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Steven Moya gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Mudhens lead it 6-0. Cole Figueroa in now, hopped out in his first trip. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Yeah, and you know, he just couldn't put him away here with 2 strikes. He goes to the fastball, hoping to get out of the inning. But this is hit pretty hard, and now he's got a second man on base to deal with, 2 away.
Ira Taylor will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. 1-2, here it comes. Squares with 2 outs and gets it down. Throw not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single.
Well, that base hit is going to get his...
Aldo Ortiz will come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
And he's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
He's set. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. 1 out and a runner on second base. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second. It's now an 8-5 game. And he will pull into second with an RBI double. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Steven Moya will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Swinging a looper to left. Cordero will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2. In now, Tyler Collins. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. And the runner is out at the plate as they cut him down trying to score. So 2 runs on 4 hits here. No errors. And a runner left. On to the bottom of inning number 6. The Mudheads are on top, 8-5. Leading off the inning, Michael Morse, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just...
Oh, what a dive. No chance to get him at first. A great effort on that one, but it'll be scored a base hit.
Well, we've seen winning rallies.
Ryan Simmons will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back.
Sent toward first. But this is speared by the first baseman.
Now batting.
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Aldo Ortiz. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. In there, no balls and a strike.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
To short, hit hard. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
The right fielder, number 33, Steven Moya.
Steven Moya struggling so far in this one. He'll look to erase his 0-for-4 ball game with a base hit right here.
Oh, man, it's never fun to go 0-for, but let's see if he can find a way to climb out of it.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Mudhens lead it 8-5. Ira Taylor ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Boy, that was a good changeup that got him last time, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to work that off-speed stuff right back into their game plan here.
Chopped weakly to the left. Fielded cleanly. He turns and goes to second, and they do get the out there. But no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first.
Yeah, you know, a double play there was always going to be a stretch, and that's where you just...
And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, it seemed like everything he touched turned to gold. He winds up with 5 hits in the game. Without question, a standout performance.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Mudhens are winners here, 8-5. Good night, everybody.
The final line score for our ball game for the victorious Mudhens. 8 runs on 16 hits. 1 error. And
International League action just a few moments away, but as final preparations are being made, let's get a look at tonight's installment of the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Aldo Ortiz is our focus as he comes off one of his better showings of the year. In his last contest, an impressive 5-hit performance, and really led the charge offensively for this ball club.
Yeah, and let me tell you, getting 5 hits in a ball game is really tough to do. I mean, sometimes you don't even get 5 at-bats, and we all know that getting a base hit is one of the toughest things to do in sports. Going into this one, I'll bet he'll be trying to emulate everything he was doing and thinking about up there, because it obviously worked. And I'm sure the team hopes he has another big game. It always helps get your offense going when a guy is hot like that.
Okay, Eric, Steve, and I are ready for baseball, and we'll have it for you next on the show. The show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Toledo Mud Hens and the Indianapolis Indians. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He's been producing like an MVP candidate lately, driving in over 15 runs in the last 10 ball games.
A.J. Schugel is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's got a 1-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. It's not ideal. Probably would like to have a few more strikeouts. We'll see how it works out in this one.
Aldo Ortiz. We'll see if he can keep the magic wand going. He was 5 for 5 in the ball game last night.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Into the windup and the pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. EK, let's take a look at our homestanding 9 as they enter play here this evening. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, and the pitching really let them down last time. Too often, their guys were falling behind and having to throw fastballs on 2-0 or 3-1. That'll catch up with you after a while.
And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Steve, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
You know, guys, for me, this team does such a great job in 2-strike counts when they...
Aldo Ortiz stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he was pretty unlucky last time because he squared up that fastball nicely. So we're going to have to see if they still come at him with hard stuff.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Carrara is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Indianapolis leads it 3-1. Ryan Simmons stands in following an RBI single his first time through. Fun attempt, but this one might have too much on it. Ortiz is up with it, and he'll just tag the runner himself for the out.
And for a first baseman, if the most direct route is to just tag the guy, that's what you do. You know, there's no sense in trying to throw it to your pitcher or your second baseman covering, especially if you don't have to.
Aldo Ortiz steps in here to lead off the 6th as the rain continues to fall here.
Well, I'm glad I'm up in this cozy booth with you guys because it kind of looks pretty miserable down there to me.
Runs up and gets this one down. Doe gloves it, and the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here. And that, as you see, will extend his hitting streak to an even 30 ball games. That is some month of baseball.
I'll tell you, 30 straight games with a base hit, that's rarefied air. Not too many guys get to that point.
Richie Moreno will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Rodriguez backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Now batting, designated hitter
Mike Aviles will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Smoked on the ground left side. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
And even with our score where it is, I mean, this game is not over. You know, if they can chip away, maybe get a run or two here, they can get right back in this ball game before you know it.
Andrew Romine will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips.
Well, not a great start at the plate. We'll see if he can get something to drive right here.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Driven the other way, but caught down at third. Throw back to first will not be in time, so they'll just get the 1 on the line out.
The right fielder, number 32.
Bruce Dooley strides in, grounded out his last time through. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Indianapolis is out in front, 7-1. Ira Taylor stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. To first, Ortiz takes it in, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, left fielder
Aldo Ortiz gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, he was trying to do something dramatic right there, but when you think about it, at this point in the ball game, all you need is base runners.
A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Center fielder number 55.
Ryan Simmons will step in, a ground out victim his last time. Set to deliver the 0-1. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. Around first, heading for second now.
Well, the average is clearly not where he wants it to be, but you wouldn't know it by that swing right there. Pitch selection has been a problem for him, but this is right out over the plate, and this might help him get back into a positive state of mind.
And a good offensive performance here, but I think we can agree on naming this fellow right here as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. And we're back. I'm Matt Vasgersian, bringing you closer to AAA baseball in the International League with today's Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Aldo Ortiz will be our man to watch, and it's pretty obvious why at this point. He comes into this game with a 30-game hitting streak on the line, and just about everyone around the baseball world is taking notice.
Yeah, you know, he's still a long ways away from the all-time Major League record for consecutive games with a hit. But anytime someone gets to 30, boy, that's a big deal. You know, we talked about him being at 20 games a couple of weeks ago, and we said he was hot then. So what now? What is he, scorching?
Well, there's no doubt everything looks good mechanically for him at the plate. But the hardest times are ahead, if you ask me. When you take a streak into the 30s, everyone takes notice. And as Matt mentioned, pitchers want to be the guy that breaks it up. The media starts talking about it, comparing it to other historical streaks. Even teammates get wrapped up in the excitement of it. He'll say he's not focusing on the streak and that he's just trying to help the team win. But I'm sure he's starting to feel the pressure, even if it's just a little bit.
All right, pregame festivities are wrapping up. It's time for baseball, and we'll have it for you next. Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Today, getaway day here in this 3-game series between the Toledo Mud Hens and the Indianapolis Indians. It's baseball, it's The Show, and it comes your way next. Aldo Ortiz will stand in for the first time here. 30 home runs for him on the season so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first, on his way to second now. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. And the streak will continue as he creeps even higher up the all-time list.
Well, you feel so good at the plate, but now there's so much pressure on you to continue to get those base hits. We'll see how long you can keep doing it.
Steven Moya will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. No one out with a runner at second. Smoke toward the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Well, that's a base hit he desperately needed. He's seen that batting average fall under the Mendoza line, so he's in danger of losing play.
Alberto Fernandez will take his first cuts here as we run the numbers to see his splits between July and August. Swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. EK, any thoughts?
Well, I'll be keeping an eye on what that leadoff hitter can do in this one. He's already scored over 100 runs this season, so clearly he's a guy that makes this offense go. I expect he'll be a factor.
Ernest Rivas will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Rogers is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. But he will not try it as he heads back to the bag. And, I thought he had it easily, but he apparently didn't think so, and there are 2 gone now. And with that, here's the defense for Indianapolis. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, one place you don't want to hit it is to the third baseman.
absolute vacuum down there. He's got great range.
Mike Aviles steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat in one of the turning points of this ball game right here.
Left side. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. 1 error in the inning, and a couple of men left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Mudheads are on top, 2-0. Aldo Ortiz is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Ortiz.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Line to the right side. 1 away here to begin the third.
Well, that one looked like for all the world it was a sure single leading off the inning. It was certainly hit hard enough, but evidently it was hit a little too hard as it winds up getting flagged down. And that's just
Aldo Ortiz digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard to the right side. Scooped up. Florimon over to Morse, but it's too late, and 1's all they get. The tag, and he is out. Digging in and looking for more, Ira Taylor, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is where he's so comfortable hitting righties so far this year really well, hitting over 300 on the year.
And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
The right fielder, number 21.
Pedro Cordero digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And the runner from second is in to score.
Tack on another run there. They've put up.
Aldo Ortiz gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
Ortiz.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Rogers, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. Indianapolis leads it 12-3. Ira Taylor stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Bounce to first. Ortiz fields it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So nothing happening this time around. We've played 8 full. Indianapolis is out in front, 12-7. Striding in to start the 9th, Aldo Ortiz, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. That's lifted the other way out to left. Cordero has it in his tracks, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Steven.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Well, he winds up with
Welcome back to tonight's minor league pregame show. As we close in on AAA International League action, let's have a look at our Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Aldo Ortiz is our man to watch as he put together a month to remember. You can see there on the screen his output has been nothing short of dominant.
Yeah, you got that right, Matt. We all know baseball is a game of the ups, the downs, even for the elite players, but he is certainly experiencing one of those ups right now. No one has had much success against him over the last month, and you've got to believe that if he keeps this up, he'll be in a really good position to get some sort of promotion pretty soon. I know he's a top prospect, and the big club will do its best to let him develop properly down here in the minors, but it's hard. It is hard to ignore a guy that's producing like this.
Okay. Eric, Steve, and I are ready for baseball, and we'll have it for you next on the show. MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor leagues. The calendar has turned to September, and we're ready for baseball between the Toledo Mud Hens and the Columbus Clippers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. His hit streak is now over 30 games, and the entire baseball world is starting to pay attention to what he's been able to do.
Stuart Berkowitz, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. EK, what's the word on him?
Yeah, guys, he won his 10th game of the season in his last start. We'll see how he does here.
Aldo Ortiz gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on.
Ortiz.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a swing, and oh, man. Way out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 31 for him on the season. And that will break the seal early here. It's quickly 1-0.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Digging in to try it again, Billy Gonzalez. He drew a walk his first time up. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Way to get dirty in time.
Oh, nice pick.
The batter, number 6, shortstop.
Stepping in, Aldo Ortiz, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Yeah, he's got great numbers right here. Hitting over 350 against righties where he just rakes.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 5-1 our score as we play the 4th here. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Well, when you're hot, you're hot. There's no denying he's been swinging one of the hottest bats on the club, if not the entire league. And He comes through again with his second hit of the ball game. This one for 2 bases.
Steven Moya in now. He went down looking in his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
And after that pitch was called a ball on the pitch before, I mean, I think this actually qualifies as strike 4. You know, on the mound, he's probably thinking, hey, can I apply the credit to the next guy?
Tyler Collins will dig in. He singled his first time around.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Columbus is out in front, 5-1. Aldo Ortiz will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. Into the windup and the pitch. In there, strike 1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
He pulls this one into right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
James Yang digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
To first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting, center fielder, Darrow.
Aldo Ortiz strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Ortiz.
Hit in the air to center field. Jennings moves over. 2 down. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the 9th, but still, 8 strong innings for him. And he was hitting his spots all game long.
Clippers, 7 runs on 9 hits.
Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Toledo Mud Hens and the Columbus Clippers. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Aldo Ortiz gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on.
Ortiz.
This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And the streak will continue as he creeps even higher up the all-time list.
Well, you feel so good at the plate, but now there's so much pressure on you to continue to get those base hits. We'll see how long you can keep doing it.
Richie Moreno will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s.
And you know, he's coming into this one licking his wounds a little bit. His average on the season is still good, but he's really scuffled over the last month or so.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Aldo Ortiz will step forward now to lead things off, and after that last half inning, his guys are going to have some work to do.
Yeah, those 5-run innings are tough to bounce back from, but there's still time. They don't need to panic. They just need to focus on getting a few guys on base here.
Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will not. Just slicing foul at the very last moment. So close to extra bases. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first, heading for second now. And he will make it into second with a 2-base hit here to begin the third.
Boy, it's only the 3rd inning here, and he's already given up more hits so far than he did in his entire start last time out. He hasn't been able to reproduce what he had going on last time, at least not to this point.
Striding into the box, Richie Moreno. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
Throw bounces up to him at the bag, and he's able to cover up. Alberto Fernandez strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Swinging a looper to left. Butler coming on, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. At the plate, Mike Aviles. He singled his last time up. Hit the other way out toward right field. Yang giving chase, and that's the third out. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Clippers lead it 5-2. Todd Roberts digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
2-strike bunt attempt here as this one's down. Ortiz is up with it, and he barely gets to the bag in time, and a close play for out number 1.
The batter, number 6, shortstop.
Angel Ojeda steps in. He scored after reaching on a single his last time up. Ready now with the payoff pitch. On the ground to short. This could be 2. A bare hand for 1. On to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
Oh, it's just so nice to be able to bring in a reliever that can get you a ground ball. Sure enough, first batter he faces, he gets him to hit the ball on the ground.
Now to the plate, Aldo Ortiz. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Well, he's batting lefty right now, but does it matter? He can hit from either side of the plate.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Ojeda takes it in. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Last half of the 5th coming up. Columbus is out in front, 6-2. Aldo Ortiz ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 9-5 ball game.
Well, you know what? It's not too late to make a game of this after all. They're going to get a run back here on the RBI double, and even though there's not a lot of outs left, at least they're going to make these guys sweat.
Richie Moreno gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Skied into very shallow right. Yang is over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Clippers lead it 9-5. Ray Batista digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning. Hit hard on the ground to the right. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. In now, Angel Ojeda, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Right side. Oh, and this goes right past him. And they'll get it in quickly. It's 1st and 3rd now with nobody out.
But that is just picture perfect.
Now at the plate, Joey Butler. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. Chopped weakly to the left. He's got it. A play at the plate, and he is in there. Billy Gonzalez stands in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Yeah, you know, and this could get ugly in a hurry. Or pretty, I guess, depending on which dugout you're sitting in.
That's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. He'll come home with it. And not in time as the 2nd run scores.
And these guys just don't seem to want to let up out there. And who can blame them? That's now 13 runs they've put up here so far. And that's going to make for some pretty happy folks in that clubhouse when this one's all over.
A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he delivered more than once with runners in scoring position. Finished with 5 RBIs, and that was more than enough to lead his guys to victory.
Time for baseball of the AAA variety as the show brings you coverage from the International League. Tonight we wrap up this 3-game series between the Toledo Mud Hens and the Columbus Clippers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Aldo Ortiz will stand in for the first time now, coming off a 3-hit contest in the loss last night.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Aldridge has it in his tracks, and that ends the inning. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Ned Aldridge will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
Well, Matt, he just continues this string of his last 10 games where he's hitting over.
Oh, what a play. It's in time.
Oh, love it. And that's a great play down at first just to make sure that he gets an out right here. The runner will move up a base, but that's a small price to pay for getting that out at first. Well done.
Giovanni Urshela will stand in now, happy that this series is at home, no doubt, as you see his splits right there. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. To short, hit hard. Reined in. To second for 1. On to first, a double play. With a moment now, let's get a look at the Mud Hens on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard hit balls. So this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Zach Walters will dig in for the first time now. 1 home run shy of 30 on the year so far. Bounce to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. And we are tied 0-0. Aldo Ortiz stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the 3rd.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Pulled toward right center field. Aldridge is in pursuit, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. The runner from second crosses the plate, and the run will score all the way from first. It's a 3-0 game. And as you see right there, this streak will continue as he inches forward up the all-time list.
I cannot imagine feeling that good at the plate as he has. I've never had a streak anything close to approaching that.
Ready for another chance? Steven Moya. He reached on a single in his first try.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. On the move is Butler. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. 2 costly errors, and a runner left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Mudheads are on top, 3-0. Digging in the switch hitter, Aldo Ortiz. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
It's sharply toward third, but quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone.
Number 33, Steven.
Anthony Recker will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Oh, and he whiffs on it as it's by him at first. Aldo Ortiz digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he was pretty unlucky last time because he squared up that fastball nicely. So we're going to have to see if they still come at him with hard stuff.
Line drive to left. Butler is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. So only 1 hit in the inning on this solo shot, but it's enough to push him out in front. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Mud Hens lead it 5-4. 4 to 4. 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 4 And a very good performance offensively for this bunch. But out of everyone, I think we should single out this fellow right here as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run.